Hello fellow adventurers and collectors, Filmaholic here. On today's episode I figured I'd give you a little bit of an insight in how I customize my action figures. Now, it's not an exact science and nothing really, goes according to plan, but I figured this would be a good opportunity to showcase that because with this figure here in particular, my original plan for it was for it to be, a Titanfall kind of style pilot, but I was playing around with certain parts and things like that, and it kind of evolved into something else, so I figured I'd take you along on that journey and showcase different avenues of influence that you can get into. So with that being said, I recently picked up this book about the making of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, I believe, and personally didn't get too involved with the video games, but I figured this would be at least a interesting thing to see the behind the scenes and what have you. And believe it or not, it actually proved to be beneficial because there was some information in there that I didn't know about, and of course it also helps to visualize how they went about making the characters and what have you. So for the price that it was being sold for, I figured it wouldn't hurt to pick up. So with that being said, there is a segment that I want to bring up. As I'm sure some of you are aware, some creatives do use 1/6 scale figures to kind of visualize characters, and I thought it was interesting that Call of Duty went into this level of detail when they were able to get, full-size 1-to-1 objects. They still relied upon 1/6 scale parts, so I thought that was interesting. And as I was getting back into Call of Duty, watching the Let's Plays and what have you, I kind of leaned into that, and I actually tapped into a bit of nostalgia because I remember back in the day watching early Call of Duty Modern Warfare videos and thinking about how I would love to have an action figure like that. So leaning into that, I went around in my parts bin and picked up some random items and kind of kit-bashed my own operator. Is it accurate? By all means, no. But I think I like the direction this is going, and definitely a project that I'm going to continue to work on. So he's definitely got a more fictionalized loadout, nothing too realistic. A lot of the pouches are mismatched and what have you, but I think that adds to the level of personality that this character has. And not only that, I picked up this 1/6 scale RC truck for $10 at a flea market, which was nice, but this was just a fun little project to get back into because admittedly the figure scene hasn't really been piquing my interest, and I've had a lot on my plate, so it was nice to kind of ease back into this with this project here. I figured it was simple enough and easy enough to get back into it. So again, this is just an example of why I love 1/6 scale in particular, because you can kind of mix and match things and things will evolve as you add to them or take away pieces. So I think it was just perfect timing that I would just so happen to get back into Modern Warfare in that series in general. And not only that, but to see that they themselves used these figures to kind of visualize concepts and stuff like that to create characters, and I don't know, it's just reassuring. I know this isn't the only video game series that does this. I know Titanfall did it, and I'll link a video that I have seen of them showcasing their figures for their characterization and what have you. But yeah, this was a fun project, and not only that, I do want to shout out a website that I found called Armed Figures. They kind of also motivated me to get back into this style of figure. They mainly focus on military and what have you, but the photography on there is phenomenal, so that kind of influenced this project a little bit. So I'll leave a link to their website down below. And yeah, again, not entirely sure what I was going to be doing with this, and didn't necessarily have a goal in mind, but I just know my childhood self really did appreciate finally getting a figure that is very reminiscent of the video games that I played at the time. And this right here definitely is the childhood dream come true, because I wish I had figures like this when I was a kid, but knowing me, I probably would have broke them or lost pieces along the way, so I'm kind of glad I got it now. But yeah, definitely reignited that flame that I have with 1/6 scale figures in terms of customizing and being able to create whatever you want. It's definitely a platform that I think can really get the creative juices going. So not too sure what this guy's going to be called or what have you, but I figured he's just right now just some operator that exhibits that Call of Duty style. And fortunately for me, a lot of the parts I did have, it's on the soldier story body that I originally planned for my Titanfall pilot, but it's a mix of damn toys, easy and simple, and what have you. But yeah, so with that said, I thank you all for watching, and if you feel so inclined, please like, comment, and or subscribe. I very much appreciate it, and I'll catch you all next time.